Go eat at the pet store, beggar. Her voice was a knife in public. My mother-in-law didn't lower it. She never did. The waitress froze. My wife stared at her phone, pretending not to hear. I stood there at the edge of the restaurant table, the smell of grilled meat rising like smoke over an open wound. The room felt smaller, hotter. Her words hung in the air. Pet store, beggar, as if she'd spat me out with her drink. I said only one word, okay. Then I walked out, slow and deliberate, before the tremor in my hands could reach my face. Inside, my mind burned. The insult was nothing. The pattern was everything. A woman doesn't humiliate a man like that unless she's certain of her position, unless she knows something he doesn't. For weeks, my wife had been distant, her texts shorter, her smile practiced. Her mother's presence grew heavier in our home. Money decisions changed without me. I saw documents on the kitchen counter, life insurance policies, account transfers, my name spelled wrong on one of them. Mistakes she never used to make. I started to wonder what the end game was. They'd always thought I wasn't good enough, but now they were acting like I was already gone, like they were preparing a stage where I disappeared quietly. That night, after the restaurant, I lay awake next to my wife. She scrolled through her phone, screen light flickering across her face. I could almost see the words she typed. He won't fight back. He never does. I began checking everything. Bank statements, shared drives, even the tiny paper scraps in the kitchen trash. 2 names surfaced, one a lawyer, one a private investigator, both linked to her mother, both paid from our joint account. I found an email draft on my wife's laptop, unsent but saved. Make sure his signature matches. He won't know until it's too late. Attached was a form transferring our apartment into her mother's holding company. Every discovery landed like a hammer on ice. Cracks spread. My rage deepened but stayed silent. This wasn't about a restaurant insult anymore. This was about erasing me. So I moved methodically, photographed documents, recorded calls, met quietly with a lawyer I trusted from my service days, set up a separate account, shifted funds they didn't know existed, and I waited. Because a trap without timing is just a hope. One Thursday afternoon, the investigator I'd hired called. Got everything, he said. Your wife, her mother, the signatures, the offshore account. He sent the files to a secure drive. Bank transfers, emails, even a video of them together at the lawyer's office, signing documents under my forged consent. I stared at the screen. The truth was worse than I'd imagined. They weren't just stealing money. They were preparing affidavits claiming abuse, pushing me toward a criminal record, custody loss, public shame. They wanted me not just broke, but branded. I printed it all, bound it, placed it in a plain envelope, and then I went home, calm as a sniper in the tall grass. That evening at dinner, I slid the envelope across the table. Read, I said. My wife's hands trembled as she opened it. Pages fell out, photos, transactions, signatures. Her mother reached for the stack, face blanching. What is this? She snapped. Your plan, I said softly, documented. Silence pooled between us like oil. I didn't yell, I didn't accuse, I just explained the consequences. Every forged document copied to 3 law firms. Every account frozen pending investigation. My separate fund secure and untouchable. Their own emails now evidence against them. My wife's eyes filled, but no tears fell. Her mother's mouth opened and closed, a fish on dry land. You wanted me to eat at the pet store, I said. Instead, you'll be dining with investigators. I stood, buttoned my coat. I won't be here when they arrive, I added. Everything you built on my name collapses tomorrow morning. No one moved. No one spoke. The air in that kitchen was colder than any battlefield I'd ever stood on. I left without slamming the door. Outside, the night air was wet and electric, city lights swimming in the puddles at my feet. For years I had tried to belong, to be accepted at their table, to prove I wasn't what they whispered I was. But humiliation is a mirror. If you stare long enough, you see the truth, not about yourself, but about them. I walked to the small diner at the edge of the block, sat at the counter, ordered nothing but black coffee. Freedom tastes bitter at first, but it's still freedom. I didn't look back at the apartment windows. I didn't need to. By morning, everything they'd built would be under a harsh public light. By morning, the predator and the accomplice would be prey. I took a slow sip. The coffee burned my tongue, grounding me in the moment. No pity, no rage, just precision. They had pushed me out of their table. I had pulled the table out from under them. They told me to eat at the pet store. Now they'll choke on the feast they prepared for themselves.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Subscribe now to Cheating Stories Insight World for more amazing stories.